Hello and welcome to the Punchline. I'm your comic strip critic. Women. I happen to notice that most comics I read have either a male character in the lead role or an ensemble cast. The number of comics with a female character in the lead role are few and far between. On this show, I've only looked at 4 comics with a female lead, and half of those were, shall we say, lackluster? And besides, none of the 4 I've looked at were really about womanhood, or about being a woman. I think it'd be kind of interesting to take a look at a comic that's about being a woman, that's drawn by a woman. Shut up. Dude, no. You get that off the screen right this instant! Between Friends is just the sort of comic that I was looking for to fill this gender gap. There are some other examples, of course, such as Six Chicks, Tina's Group, and Pajama Diaries, among others that I personally haven't had time to read yet. And I will get to all of those at some point down the road, but Between Friends is the longest running of the comics I mentioned, having been syndicated by King Features since 1994. Drawn by Sandra-Bell Lundy, the comic centers around a group of 3 women in their 50-somethings. Meet Maeve, Susan, and the protagonist of the storyline we'll be looking at today, Kim. The main reason that I chose this particular storyline to take a look at today is because I can personally relate to it. No, it's because I manage an online presence and persona. So Between Friends is also trying to stay relevant to modern technology. Does it succeed in that regard, or does it just crash and burn while trying to do what all the hip young kids are doing these days? Let's not wait any longer to find out. This is Between Friends.
I think I'm just about ready to retire my blog. I really don't have that many readers, and I haven't made a dime with ads. I thought the point of the blog was to have an outlet for self-expression. It was, but I was hoping to express myself with dollars and cents.
Kim, if you have readers, then that means you run a text-based blog. I run an original web series. The amount of work that I put into each episode, especially since revamping the show here, is huge. Trust me, you can make this work if you want to. It just takes a lot of time and work. Believe me, my early stuff was really embarrassing. No, don't do it. Alright, thanks guys. Great seeing you all here in studio. Thanks for coming in. This was great, and I hope that the J Club gets together again sometime soon. Alright, thanks for your time, guys. I'll see y'all later. I've come a long way since then, haven't I?
What's this? A company wants to give me some free luggage so I can review it on my blog? Yay, 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 yay! Someone is actually going to pay me to blog. Now if we could only eat luggage.
Diagnosis: bipolar. I'm a critic, not a doctor.
A company sent me some free luggage, and they want me to review it on my blog. But the handle snapped when I opened it, the wheels fell off, the zipper ripped, and the design of the case is so wild it looks like an LSD hallucination. What do I do now? Review it on your blog. But I don't know what to say.
What? You don't...
Okay, fine, I'm cool, I'm fine.
Okay. Deep breath. Find something else to talk about. How's the artwork in Between Friends? It's not bad. If I sound hesitant, well, that's because I do see a couple of things that can be improved. I really like the character design. The women are all unique from each other, each with a different hairstyle and ethnicity. And another thing to note, these aren't all supermodel women, like Betty Boop or Olive Oil. I was always confused as to why those 2 women became sex symbols. What, you really think I'm kidding? I swear I'm not. Take a look.
Do you like your job? Well, I think if I were you, I'd go so you better come with me tonight. Have some dinner. You mean? No! There'll be no more boop-boop-a-doop out of you!
Wow, I got off track there. The point is, I'd like to see a little less white in Between Friends. No, not like that. I mean, I want to see more color, particularly in the background. Let's get some trees in there, or some restaurant scenery. A little something to liven up the scene is all I'm asking for. It happens in some strips, so why not all of them?
Why should I feel guilty about giving a free set of luggage a bad blog review? The company asked me to review it. If the product is garbage, it's their fault, not mine. And besides, if I don't tell the truth, my credibility will be damaged with my readers. All 11 of them.
Yeah, that reminds me of the early days of the Punchline. Back when I had no fans, no loyal viewers, no contact with cartoonists of any way, shape, or form, and never dreamed that such a thing would be possible. But now... now it feels so good. You can do it too, Kim! I believe in you! And she does it! She pulls no punches and delivers a harsh, scathing, and apparently therapeutic review of the luggage. Congratulations, Kim. You've become one of us.
Ever since I posted that bad review of my luggage, my blog stats have skyrocketed. It's being linked all over the internet. I've never had this many blog visitors. Really? That many people love reading about luggage? That many people love reading something get slammed.
And that's the secret right there, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace the snark of the internet. Give in to your cynicism. Be like Yahtzee. Be like Jim Sterling. Be like Spoonie and the Nostalgia Critic. Welcome to the Reviewerverse. Somehow, 4 more luggage companies want Kim to review their stuff. I had no clue that reviewing mundane, everyday objects could be so popular. Who else does that?
What do I review, Pa?
Lamps?
Goodbye, Pa.
Oh. Well then, I'm quitting the show to start a review about chairs. No, we're not actually going to do that. Back to the comic.
I emailed each of the companies that want to send me free luggage to review on my blog. I told them I had to refuse because I couldn't get a practical review without actually using the product. What did they say? They're all sending me on free vacations. I think I found my calling!
What? Are you kidding me? 4 free vacations? Just how popular is your blog to get the kind of attention that justifies sending this woman on an all-expenses-paid vacation in the hope that she'll like your product? Alright. I give up. I'm doing this. Holy cow, you guys, have you even seen the Luggage Pro Extreme 9000X? It's got all kinds of crazy stuff for you hardcore travelers. There's approximately 40 different pouches and more zippers than a Final Fantasy character. It's strong enough to survive nuclear explosions and can be used to go sledding in the Alps. For only an extra $2,000, you can upgrade to the deluxe model, which features a built-in jet engine and Wi-Fi hotspot generator. Sure, I may have had to sell my brother into slavery and stolen my dad's kidneys to pay for it, but now I had the Luggage Pro Extreme 9000X. I want nothing else in life. I actually just did that. I need help. Okay, so now that the storyline in Between Friends is done, how does the comic stack up? It's a pretty solid strip. Even if the characters are being a touch neurotic from time to time, I enjoy reading about them. And while this particular storyline didn't feature them, there are plenty of other characters to enjoy. The women's other friends, husbands, and ex-husbands, children, and co-workers are all included, and they add a pretty fair amount of depth to the comic. While I did have 1 or 2 small complaints about the artwork, they really don't take anything away from the comic, and the writing's pretty solid as well. I will say that this comic will probably appeal to people in the same demographic as the core 3 women. I enjoyed Sandra-Bell Nutty's comic, to be sure, but I don't think I got as much out of it as some other readers might. So while Between Friends might not be making it onto my personal list of all-time favorite comics, it might very well make it onto yours, so give the comic a read and see what you think of it. And what's the one thing that we learned today, boys and girls?
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. I'm your comic strip critic, and I read the funny pages in the hope that someday they will be.